My name is Silesh Neelshan Paul. I'm currently studying Masters in Management and Business Analytics. Welcome to my self-development plan. Now let's look at my core values. Number one is family. In good or bad times, my family provides the affection and encouragement that I need. It can be difficult to find friends or purpose in adulthood. However, if I have a strong family, I'll always be able to find the love and support that I need. Second one is fitness. There's a strong scientific evidence that being physically active can help to lead a healthier and happier life with improved cognitive performance. Third one is achievement. Little achievements are important as they build up my self-esteem. Fourth one is love. Love is a key attribute of God. Therefore, I intend to follow Christ's footsteps. Last one is security. The right kind of security will enable me to live fulfilling lives by protecting myself from harm, freeing from me from disruptive fear of harm, and giving me the confidence to invest in the future. My personal mission statement is to pursue lifelong learning and inspire others to do the same. Based on the career assessments and competency metrics, I identify some of my strengths and weaknesses. Let me go through my strengths first. Adapting to circumstances. Ever since I moved to the UK, it was very challenging for me to adjust to the climate and the culture. As Bruce Lee once said, be like water, my friend. I was able to manage myself and learn how to cook. Second one is positive attitude. I have the determination that I will be able to accomplish anything with God's guidance, but sometimes I do feel pessimistic about it. Third one is empathetic. I believe that I have the capability to identify and comprehend others' feelings and perspectiveness. The last one is motivation at work. In my previous position as a supply chain analyst, I was always punctual and diligent in my work. Now let's talk about my weaknesses. Number one is working with others. I always had issues when working as a team due to the other team members' lack of interest to contribute. Even in the class at NTU, I come across that situation where I have to do all the required work. When I have to work with a big group, I tend to feel like my opinions or my contributions are unwanted. Second one is awareness of sustainability. I never heard of sustainability until I came to the UK. Immediately I realized that we always focus on innovative technology rather than the environment. My awareness was very low. Third one is mental resilience. I do procrastinate and struggle to be persistent in achieving my goals. Sometimes I even doubt myself whether I am capable of perceiving obstacles and I suffer from imposter syndrome. Fourth one is professional mindset. Since I'm new to the UK, I want to explore the opportunities that I have in analytical field. After completing my studies, I also want to know how to start up a business. The last one is SQL skill. In business analytical field, it is expected that the candidate should have a certain knowledge in SQL, and I want to learn the basics before I graduate. Um, by the way, these tools provided by NTU is very useful to evaluate ourselves and identify our weaknesses and strengths. It paved the way for me to develop my self-improvement plan. Now let's look at my personal development plan. I made the decision to make goals out of my identified weaknesses, and I intend to be a better person than I had been the previous year. Even though I have the dedication to improve myself and aim for good grades, I was having a hard time learning to cook. This made me challenging to attend CPD activities. Therefore, I pushed myself to make use of this opportunity given by the NTU. Looking back, I see how my perspective and viewpoints have shifted. For example, I used to spend most of my time watching movies before coming to the UK, but now I no longer do so. I'm starting to notice change in myself. I talk to my family whenever I have free time, and setting my priorities straight and making some compromise are the keys to graduating effectively. Now let's look at my plan that I have designed. Um, Working with others, sustainability awareness, mental resilience, professional mindset, and SQL skill. Let's now look deeper in the next slides. The first event that I attended was the Thornbridge trip. I wanted to make new friends and explore whether I'm capable of working with others. I learned team management, listening to the others' opinions before making a group decision, and giving opportunity to the others in the group to express themselves before making a decision. This trip has an impact on my ability to work as a team and perform well within the group. Next one is currently I'm working in part-time at Fraser's Group. I applied what I learned in Cambridge trip, but it was not easy to work beside colleagues. Some take advantage of others. At times, I do ignore others and do my work. After a few months, I was able to be more friendly and helping others. I learned how the supervisors handling the pressure and the people management skill that is necessary to working with others. During October 2021, I took the competency matrix in PebblePad and was lacking leadership and managing change. Uh, it was 2, and now it has gone to 5. I have rated myself up to 5, so I feel that I am improved. The next event that I attended was NTU Sustainability Summit 2021, the campaign for COP26 climate emergency, fast and furious fashion. Sustainability is relatively new to me and I wanted to be a part of the movement. I learned about COP26 importance and initiatives in this local area and beyond. It is focusing on the practical actions that I should take to think globally and act locally. I'm reflecting on my personal values and looking objectively to improve the earth and contribute to the climate change. Sustainable is one of my key objectives to learn and understand more. Now I think twice when I decide to buy clothes and make sure to recycle unwanted items. Because I attended this event, I'm more aware of the current situations we are all facing. I want to apply what I learn and understand more in sustainable leadership. The next event was employability workshop online related to working sustainably. It's a webinar actually. So my ambition is to become a manager in an organization and contribute to the UN sustainability goals. This workshop helped me to how to assess an organization's green credentials and make proper decisions in my chosen business analytics field, which I chose to enter. I understand in the in-depth idea about the SGs and how companies value sustainability in the current market. I learned to make a difference by thinking globally and sustainably when planning for my future. For mental resilience, I participated in developing a resilience masterclass. Was conducted by Mr. John Dabrowski. The reason that I participated because I want to be the greatest version of myself and accomplish excellent in my professional and personal lives, as well as thrive under pressure and build a positive mindset. I discovered a powerful technique to build lasting inner confidence at work and socially. I also learned the technique of mindfulness to free myself from unnecessary worrying and learn how I achievers benefit from the 5 key pillars of mental resilience. At this session, we practice a technique to help manage stress and develop a positive mindset. This really helped me my tenacity, resilience, and determination to live a healthy life and enjoy to the fullest. Now that I have stronger confidence in myself, I'm a better equipped person to deal with stressful situation. Knowing how to manage my well-being and may also support me in recovering from a stressful situation. This will assist me in reaching my goals. The next event was Master Shanghai 5 Hindrances Up to Self Mastery. It's a YouTube video. Um, every small step is a part of the journey to the highest peak, and by having patience, perseverance, and persistence, any goals that I set will be achievable. I learned that the self discovery helped me to be more confident and face any challenges. The next event was the New World of Work with Peter Cheese. Flexible working hours helps me manage my health and wellness by reducing mental stress and increasing resilience. I was having trouble balancing my everyday work and studies and employment a few months ago. I became psychologically agitated and exhausted. I learned the value of being resilient and continuing to improve my knowledge while looking forward to the future from this session. I believe if I adjust my thinking approach according to the situation, I would be able to better control my mental health. However, there's a learning curve. I still need to improve my health, and this session inspired me to be more cautious and resilient in all settings. You can see my results improvement in the uh, image. For professional mindset, I attended the Working in the UK After Your Studies with Paragon Law Immigration Solicitors. After graduation, I plan to obtain professional experience in the United Kingdom, which will prepare me to be a better management candidate in my native country. To maintain a professional mindset, I must be familiar with immigration regulations. By attending this seminar, I was able to gain a better understanding of the new immigration regulations as well as the requirements for starting a business. I would want to learn more about my employment options as well. The next session was how to be a great freelancer. It's a taste session. I wanted to learn how to establish a business so that when I do become an entrepreneur, I can implement what I have learned. However, to become one of one and lead ethically and responsibly, I must possess a critical mindset. My long-term goal is to start up a business in my native country. Therefore, I needed to expand my knowledge and experience. It's a continuous improvement. It's a continuous process in which I should devote more time. For SQL skill, I participated online in Digital Bootcamp Part 2 Coding for Beginners. When I first arrived in the UK, I was unfamiliar with the SQL code, and since it is not in my module, I participated in the Digital Bootcamp. SQL knowledge is useful for a business analyst, and I was able to grasp that language to a certain extent. However, I need to keep learning and developing my SQL skills. Because of the high demand of this language on the job market, I believe it is critical for me to learn it. What research have you done to help you understand more about the UN SDGs and why they matter? Based on the class activities and the professional practice module and self-research, I was able to clearly understand the overall concepts of SDGs. The immediate human needs such as provision of food, water, health and energy was easily understandable for me comparing to idealistic goals such as addressing income inequality and gender equality. Um, with the help of Klaus Schwab's COVID-19, the Great Reset book, I understood that SDGs provide worldwide guidance for addressing the global challenges facing by the international community. It is about better protecting the natural foundation of life and our planet everywhere and for everyone, and preserving people's opportunities to live in dignity and prosperity across generations. To implement these 17 SDGs goals, we need to achieve a basic level of goods and services for all, better redistribution of wealth and resources among all the countries, then information rule of law and new approaches that build capacities at all levels of societies are needed to support these goals. Reflecting on your knowledge and experience this year, how do you think you could make a difference in relation to the global goals in your chosen profession in the future? I would like to see myself as an epicenter of business analytics in a leading multinational company and making business strategic decisions and becoming a polymath by embracing technologies and involving in various projects for sustainability and becoming a resilient citizen by taking initiative to make sure that business process system withstand future crises. Raising awareness of any problem is one of the most important ways to make progress towards solving it. As a business analytic manager, I would like to create a working environment where gender equality prevails, equal rights and pay for women and men in my department. I will also collaborate with political parties in the local community in Sri Lanka and undertake reforms to provide women equal rights to economic resources as well as access to ownership and control over land and other forms of property in accordance with the national laws. Global emissions of carbon dioxide have increased by almost 50% as per United Nations. Therefore, I'll encourage my staff to create events in local community to improve youth education related to climate change awareness. By trying to bring about change in the policy and to decrease the investment of fossil fuels by the government. Climate change will cause average global temperature to increase beyond 3 degrees and it will adversely affect every ecosystem. Therefore, it is vital to educate staff on climate change as well. Everything we produce and consume has either a positive or negative impact on the economy, environment, and social development. Achieving sustainable consumption and production patterns secures efficiency and productivity gains. As a result, adapting to circular business models for products and services is ideal. By working with the supply chain department within the company, I would suggest them to implement sustainable procurement by adapting to eco labels and obtaining certifications so that they can apply the same principles to the suppliers. Even even in my department, I will encourage my team members to reduce using photocopy machines to reduce the waste. This will overall help cut down the overall overhead cost as well. What do you understand by the term responsible management, and why do you think it matters in business? In business, responsible management refers to management and leaders' commitment to examine the ethical and moral implication of their daily actions. Responsible management has shown to be the most efficient and successful management framework for incorporating ethics, sustainability, and entrepreneurial concepts to any given business models. It is more than a management framework. It is a system that guarantees guidelines are followed throughout the company's operations. It matters to business because it empowers employees to leverage the corporate resources at their disposal to do good. As a result, it will help improve a company's image and brand. It also helps boost employees' morale in the workplace and lead to greater productivity, which has an impact on how profitable the company can be. Business that implement responsible management initiatives can increase customer retention and loyalty. Describe a situation where you had to solve a problem as a team. What did you do? What was the result? What might you have done differently? In my last job, the management decided to upgrade their system to ERP. Since it's a family company, they did not have enough staff to work with the ERP providers to convert the data. Therefore, the managing director wanted to outsource staff to solve the issue. But the finance director formed a team and selected me to oversee the data transformation. Since we had very little time and only three teammates, it was a daunting task. However, we decided to take turns on weekdays to stay late in the office to work on it. We were able to transfer all the essential data to the ERP system in less than a month. All the team members were very helpful and eager to finish the task. However, after inputting all the data, one team member was expected to double check the information. Unfortunately, he failed to check. The ERP provider later discovered the errors. I think I should have double checked myself with another team member to ensure that all the data we entered was right before submitting to them. In your personal opinion, what are the top three characteristics of successful managers? How close do you feel you are in reflecting these characteristics? Number one, I would say, is technical skills. Managers should be aware of and capable of applying a variety of techniques to remain successful. In terms of technical skills, I need to enhance my knowledge of various analytical tools and stay up to date with the latest development in the field. Second one is conceptual skills. Conceptual ability demonstrate a manager's knowledge or capacity to think in a more abstract manner. This entails successfully analyzing and diagnosing to forecast the business future. After completing this course, in any corporate context, I would be more confident in performing accurate descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analysis. My knowledge of business analytics is growing, but I still need to develop to have a more comprehensive approach. Next one is interpersonal management skills. Interpersonal management abilities demonstrate a manager's understanding and capacity to collaborate with others. Working with people is one of the most important managerial duties. There will be no need for management and manager if individuals are not present. These abilities help managers to become leaders and inspire staff to achieve greater success. They also assist them in making more efficient use of the company's personal resources. Simply said, these are necessary talents for employees at all levels of the organization. I can proudly say that I am very much improved working as a team and I'm very compassionate. I'm confident that I will be able to effectively guide other staff ethically and build sustainability awareness wherever I go. I want to say thank you to Nottinghamton University and my mentor for all the support and guidance.